Hey there! What is better than 1 platinum 3776? 8 platinum 3776s. Thanks to the very kind distributors of platinum, I can show you this. This is not my property, nor will it be my property. I have to return it. But I have here all the nibs that platinum offers, within reason. Ultra extra fine, soft fine. Not soft medium, not soft broad. Just soft fine. Soft medium and soft broad are like soft fine, but they're medium and broad. Fine, medium, broad, coarse, and music. I requested this for your sake, so that I could show you a quick writing sample of each and every one of these nibs, so that if you want to purchase one, you know exactly what it's going to write like. A very, very kind thank you to the Platinum Distributors of Canada for lending me this, because this is a rather valuable item. As you can imagine, with 8 pens and all that, it's not cheap. So I'm grateful and honored for the trust they've placed in me. Let's get this show on the road. Let's see how they write. Okay, so all these pens came with a cartridge installed, so they all have the same ink, which I'm pretty sure is just platinum black. Let's start. So the first one is the Ultra Extra Fine. My worst nightmare, but if you like a nice fine nib, this is it. A lot of feedback. To be honest, not as terribly as I expected, but a lot of feedback. To be expected for a very fine nib. Wetness, not much. Right, pretty much instantly dries. That's a function of the ink as well, but it's such a fine nib, that's what you would expect. Sorry about the weird noises, but you've seen that setup. I have to take these pens out one by one, okay? The next one is Extra Fine. Little less feedback, but still a very fine pen. Nib, I should say. Wetness, again, nothing. Then we have the soft fine nib. A bit wider, a bit more saturated. I'm exerting no pressure right now. Railroads pretty much, but that was pretty fast and that was pushing a pen quite a lot. But you will get line variation out of it for sure. The next one is the fine nib. I still find this very feedbacky. You start to see it's getting a little wetter. No real line variation. Medium. Getting a bit wetter yet. And I still find it a little feedbacky, but we're slowly getting to a point where there is less feedback. The broad nib, to me, while I was testing these two, I found this quite a jump. I mean, if you look at the fine and then at the medium, it gets a little wider, but the broad all of a sudden is a lot wider than the medium is, at least in my mind. There will be high resolution pictures on the website, of course, so you can always try to compare it better there. There you have it. Whoops. The broad. Then we have one of my favorites, the coarse nib. Very wide. So a signature nib, a double broad, something that's very wide. Oh, it's horrid Z, sorry. Wetness. Now we're getting somewhere, right? Clearly a wetter nib. No line variation. I mean, tough nib, hard nib. Tough nib? Wow, that's really weird. Sorry. And then finally, the three-tined music nib. I owned this pen quite a while ago. Very interesting nib. So this is a more italic type nib. Very rigid, so don't expect any flex from this. But very interesting, very pleasant, and offers some really nice line variation. Also definitely a wetter nib. Now, here's the final thing I wanted to do. I have to try and make that work. So here we have, I want to do lines right next to each other for all these nibs to make your comparison a bit easier. Ultra extra fine, extra fine, soft fine, fine, medium, broad, coarse, music. Mu. I should probably do something. Mu. Without pressure, okay? Sorry for reaching around there. Okay. Ultra extra fine. Again, sorry about the noise. I'm working with what I got. Fine. Soft fine requires 2 lines. No pressure. And quite some pressure. Fine. I'm trying to not put this on top of the vertical lines of the paper, so you can compare it more easily. Medium, that's actually, well, you'll understand that's medium, even though it's not even close to the M really. Broad. And finally, the coarse. Okay, there you have it. Again, a very, very kind thank you to the distributor of Platinum. Guys, I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye-bye. Bye!